So I wanted to get you on here, Tracey, because we were on the MoveTube weekly call that we have with active loan officer MoveTube users. And then right as we're leaving, we're getting ready to close this thing out. You said, "Oh, by the way, this is how MoveTube helped me." And it was like, "What?" Can you just fill us in? Particularly, you wound up getting into an office you've been trying to break into, and tell us how that went. And what happened since then. It'd just be a really great pleasure for me to hear this, and I think for everybody listening.
So MoveTube has gotten my foot into a door that I for a really great uh, real estate office here in my small town, very upscale real estate agency, and I
Hmm.
have been chasing them for quite some time. And so once I got on, the MoveTube platform, I guess it's almost about 4 weeks ago, I just started looking at the agents that were in my area and noticed that many of the agents in that office had listings.
Hmm.
And so I just began to call, as we do on Thor's Hammer on Mondays. And I guess it was about week 3 in, and I finally got a call back from one of the agents and asked her if she'd heard about MoveTube, and she had not. And told her just a little bit about it and set up a coffee appointment. Sent her the little trailer video prior to going into her office the following morning. And before I got there, she had already accepted my invitation and had played with it the night before. And long story short, was so excited that she had a one of her office meetings the following day and invited me to present to her team that next day. So of course, I canceled all of my appointments and presented to the team. But from that, I've gotten $1.5 million in contracts
Hmm.
just in that short period of time since they signed up.
Wow.
So
That
it's
I
been
mean
amazing.
that's amazing. Yeah, it's a pretty short story, but I tell you what, it's a pretty powerful story, and I'm just super happy. I'm super happy that it worked out because you know what? I tell you what, Tracey, it worked out just the way I envision it working out. And
It worked
because sometimes,
well.
yeah, sometimes you run into a situation with move to, well, like with anything, right? You run into a situation, we might have something really cool. You're trying to convey a message to somebody. They're not having anything to do with it. They're putting the walls up. They're just saying no thanks. And then when you do manage to finally break through and have an opportunity to show them something and they like it, that's a really great feeling and it's really, really cool. But so they like the move tube concept though, huh? Tell me
They
about the
do. They
presentation
love
when you,
it.
yeah, when you did the presentation, how'd that kind of go? What'd you do? Did you use the PowerPoint presentation to MoveTube or what'd you do?
I did. I just used the PowerPoint presentation and I got there a little bit early and then we had it playing on their television for, when the agents came in so that they could see like really how it works live instead of just, the demo for the PowerPoint. So super impactful. And um, I have since then worked with, one on one with several of their agents and, showing them how to. And this is one of the questions I asked you guys on Friday was, they have their own YouTube channels. And so, they're downloading those and then uploading them to their YouTube channels. So, seems like they're really enjoying it so far. It's just been a short period of time that they've had it, and they're all active and actively doing open houses and running the MoveTube channel in their open houses as well.
Wow. That is just so cool. First of all, congratulations on it. I mean, I'm so glad that MoveTube could help you in that capacity. That is so great. I'm so glad to see a real estate company or a team that gets it, and the lights went on. They went, this is cool. And they're making use of it. So that's cool. And I'll clarify for the listeners in MoveTube, with just a couple clicks of a button, you can create a little video that's formatted for like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube shorts, Facebook Reels, Instagram. And so on Friday, Tracey was asking, "Hey, how can they share that YouTube video to their YouTube?" And you wouldn't do that. You would download the hard file and then they upload it. We cleared that up, and so now they're into it, right? They're liking that. So
Yeah, they're
they've
liking
got
it.
that going. Wow, that's exciting. And you got 1 point. So how many deals is the 1.5? Two, three? How many loans is that?
Two. It's
Two.
two. Yeah.
Nice,
Just
great stuff.
shortly under 1.5. And that doesn't even include just the amount of leads I've gotten from them. And I should have checked my leads tracker before we got on, but I'm thinking that I've gotten probably 4 to 5 leads in addition to the two
Hmm.
contracts.
Are these
So
agents that you hadn't worked with in the past, or
never worked with them before.
boy, they really must like you right now. I mean, gee whiz, that is really cool.
It is very cool. And, so they, so, like one of the things that they really pride themselves on is being able to market their
Mm,
clients' listings,
mm,
and, get the most, money for their clients. And
yeah.
so, and they're presenting this to their clients as well. And like when they're going on their listing appointments, I mean,
Mm,
it's become part of their, listing presentation.
good for them.
So,
Good for
yeah,
them. Good for them.
yeah.
Well, gosh, I mean, I don't really have a whole lot more to say. I just wanted to hear the story, and so let me ask you this. So I want to imagine being in the presentation when you're in the presentation and you're kind of going through them, and that you were so smart to put it on TV, by the way, so it's sitting there and they can actually play with it because that does make a big difference. We've always said when you actually see it and use it, you become a fan kind of right away because it's a fun,
Right.
cool thing to do. And that was really smart of you to go ahead and have it on a smart TV and have it up there and running when they came in. But as you were doing the presentation, did they have a lot of questions or were they just like cool, cool, cool? Or how'd the presentation go?
Couple of them had some questions, and I was able to answer the questions. If I wasn't able to answer the question, I, just let them know that I would get back. But the cool thing about it was, the broker asked if I could hang out just a little bit. So I had, I think, 4 of them, sign up right there.
Mm,
And like so I was able to, sit with them on a one-on-one basis and just get to know them a little bit and, kind of frog them, as we say, and, find out a little bit more about them. And so that was kind of a cool experience.
very cool. Very, very cool stuff. Well, congratulations, Tracey. I just got to tell you, when I heard that, I just said, I have to talk to Tracey. I have to live the experience through her, and I have to get it on the podcast so others can as well, right? So other people, other maybe originators could listen and go, wow, that does sound pretty cool. Maybe I should take a look at that. Or even some real estate agents, if they happen to be listening, might go, wow, this sounds like a pretty cool thing. So I can't thank you enough for just taking the few minutes to share this with us, Tracey. It means a lot to me, and
Thanks, Frank.
I
Thanks for having me on your podcast.
no, it's my good pleasure. Yeah, thanks so much. So, well, good luck, and not that you need it. I think you got it down. You pretty much know. Are you gonna have you got any more lined up or anything coming soon or anything? Any other presentations or on it or anything?
I do. I had a presentation with a builder last week,
Mm,
also
mm,
trying to work out the logistics of that
yeah,
with their sales agents, and have 2 more presentations this week
good
for
stuff.
MoveTube. But it's getting my foot in the door where otherwise I might not be, because I know a lot of real estate agents are getting calls from so many other loan officers right now
Yeah,
with the market,
yeah.
shift like it has been. And so I think this is just added value for our partners, to know that we're not only are we better, we're just different. We're bringing value in a different way.
I like that. I like that. Remember, Steve Kyle's always say, "Don't try to be better, try to be different." So
MoveTube is definitely different.
yeah, it's definitely different. All right. Well, Tracey Lindsay, everybody. Thank you, Tracey, so much for just sharing that story with us. I super appreciate it. Can't thank you enough. And for the rest of you guys that are listening, yeah, if you're interested in MoveTube, you want to learn more, you just go to movetube.ai. That's movetube.ai. not movetube.com. If you go there, there is a website, movetube.com, but don't go there. Go to movetube.ai, and that's where you learn about the product that Tracey's talking about here. So